Okay, so these first four they cover most of the forms of factoring, the basic ones, to be honest. The only one that's missing from this is the trinomial stuff. What's this first one? Why is it not a difference of squares? Because 15 is not a square. Right there. All it needs is one thing to not be that, and throws the whole thing off. But what is the first one? What kind of thing is it? What did you guys do? Yes, the GCF. Took out 15 and x. So you're left with x minus 2. I love it. And if you check it, it works. 15x squared, 3x. I love it. Kick ass. You can't get answers because it's not an equation. So if you got answers for x, you made it 0, and I'm like, oh, how do you know it's equal to 0? You don't know.
Why couldn't you?
Middle term on the big two of the trinomial for addition of cubes.
Oh,
Some cubes.
this one would be a difference of cubes.
Oh, I was looking at that.
Oh. Say again?
Are we doing those? Not the one.
Yeah, we're doing these. Yeah, sorry.
Why didn't you put 5x on the outside? And just
Oh,
have
okay, then
x?
watch. I love it. It's
Okay.
sort of the same thing. If I ask you to reduce this,
Okay.
just looking at that, I'd say we're probably going to have to do several steps, right?
Right.
So if you did take just a 5x out, right?
Right.
You would have left what?
X.
5 goes into 15?
Oh, 3.
3x minus.
Yeah, 3x minus 6.
You see how they still have,
Yes.
you can take another 3 out. 3 times 5 is 15.
Oh, okay, got
Yeah,
it.
so it's sort of like multiple steps of reducing fractions. There's nothing wrong with it. Just make sure that what you're left with is done. If it ain't done, keep going. So what would you do now? You do 5x times, what comes out? 3. And then now you're left with x minus 2. So there's your 15x.
Oh, got it. Okay.
So that would become this. Bam. So you certainly could do multiple steps of GCF. If you don't see the biggest thing, the G, the greatest, who cares? Just do multiple steps. Number 2 should be the thank God problem, right? Thank whatever. So how does it work? What do you do? 9 minus plus or plus minus, it don't matter. Because that's the only way to make the middle terms cancel is to have the same numbers, different signs. So they have to be square. They have to be this perfect square. Almost too nice to believe. This one is it's almost the same idea, except there's 3 of everything. So instead of putting 1 and 1, I'm going to put 1 and 2. It's really only, and then of course you got the extra, the big dude. So I know there's going to be a little dude, big dude problem. 64x cubed is
4 times
4x, 4x, 4x. 27 is 3.
4x.
So 1 4x. Careful. Minus a 3. 16x squared goes here. 9 goes there. What goes in the middle? 12x. And what's the sign on it? Plus, the opposite of that. Same sign, opposite sign, always positive. So,
And the way to identify that's how we're supposed to do it is just because it's good, right?
so it's 2 terms. There's no GCF. So if it's going to work, it has to be squares or cubes. This tells me it's got to be a cube, right? And then I check. 64 is 4 times 4 times 4 times 7. So everything's cubed. I can cut everything into 3 pieces. That's what tells me it's little dude, big dude. Here, 2 terms. It's not cubes, it's squares. 81 is 9 squared. Okay, good. It's a difference of squares. I can do it. Yeah.
Can we just look at the middle term of the big dude and say that it's the first two terms.
Of course, that's how I. Yes, yes. Please do that
That works out.
because that's the same thing I do. That's what I say. That's where it comes from. Yeah. You can never factor the big dude. Don't take any time out of your day to try to do that. Won't work. And this guy is just a straight up grouping. Goes out of here.
X squared,
Square. So then what do I have to take out of here?
negative 25.
Good, negative 25. 125 divided by negative 25,
Negative 5.
negative 5. And then what normally would be the last step is to take that out and then to write these. But this is the difference in squares. So it's sort of like saying 18 is 2 times 9, I'm done. No, you're not. 9 goes further. You got to make sure you take everything down as far as it goes. So it's a slightly better way to write this.
X minus
Yes.
5.
Is that cool?
X minus
Oh.
5 is the second power.
Yes. So I got 2 of these. So I got x minus 5 squared. I'll take either way. Either way is fine. If you don't think to write this, you're not wrong.
I was honestly, I totally forgot about how to do four. I don't know. No, I know now. I'm just saying, like, when I first saw it, I was like,
I understand. Yes?
How did you turn it into a positive?
I didn't. So this here, how do I do x squared minus 25? Same way we did x squared minus 81. X, 5, negative, positive.
Okay.
Because that's the way to make the middle term cancel. I like it. And if they were both negative, negative 5 times negative 5 is not negative 25, right? Which really explains why, if this had been x squared plus 81, we currently can't factor that. Because no real numbers would work. If you thought it was 9 and 9, well, they don't cancel. Negative 9 and they still don't cancel. This has to be a minus for there to be a real number answer, because the only way things cancel is if they're opposite signs, and if they're opposite signs, they multiply to be negative. So it's got to be a freaking minus at the moment. When we learn complex numbers, we'll be able to factor this dude.
But isn't that prime though right now?
Right now, you would say prime. Cool. Later, it won't be good enough. Yeah.
That answer was on our final, that problem.
Oh, really?
X squared plus 81.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. It's a sum of squares that get you. All right, let's take a break. Let's take a diesel break. Come back at 10. Well, 5 till. I'll give you 20 minutes. 5, 10, 15. Yeah, 5 till. I'll give you 20 minutes.